How do I do it all? The Brezza gives me the power.
3 defeats in a row has Chennai Super Kings tottering in unfamiliar territory, low down in the points table. Can they start turning their season around as they visit Mullapur, where Punjab Kings are hoping to find home comforts at home? Let's build up to the second of Tuesday's doubleheader on Maruti Suzuki Arena presents ESPN Cricinfo Timeout, where we are joined by Sanjay, Bangar and Ambati. Rayudu. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time. CSK. It's a lot of troubles early in the season, and a lot of it starts at the top. The opening partnership, which has historically been such a bedrock of CSK's success. So far, 33 runs in 4 innings. Does Ruturaj Gaikwad need to move back up to the top where he's flourished?
I think so. I think that's the best chance they'll give themselves looking at the way things have turned out this season. So I feel Ruturaj definitely has to open with Conway and Rachin batting at 3 will be very, very good for CSK.
Yeah, I also believe that because this was a decision taken at the auction table, because that's what Rutu also said, that he's going to bat 3 in the season, which hasn't worked out. So can they turn thing a little bit, because that's not going to be a massive shift neither for Ruturaj, because he's anyway coming in early after the first wicket falls, or neither it's going to be a big issue for Rachin, because he's also batted at number 3 for New Zealand. So it could be the last switch or the last throw of dice for CSK to get their batting together, because if they get their batting together and the batters start performing, I think they still have a wonderful combination that they played in the previous game. So they should forget the past, last 3 games, start the tournament again and get the best players in their best position. So yeah, Ruturaj opening could be the last throw of dice which CSK has.
All right. When we consider CSK's bowling, the early season focus has been on their spin leaders. Ashwin and Jadeja, 23 overs, 5 wickets so far. What do you put down this slow start to the season for these seasoned campaigners?
I wouldn't say it's a slow start as such. That's maybe Ashwin. Maybe he's not been as good as what we have seen him to be previously in the tournament. So the last game was better than what he did in the previous game. So they're getting better. So this is one opportunity that they have going into a new ground where the conditions are quite good for CSK to play at. So they will enjoy the conditions at Mullapur, and especially with Noor coming in, he is taking more of the impetus of picking those wickets. So even the batsmen have started going after Ashwin and Jadeja to compensate for Noor. So that's something that they should be mindful of. And bowling, I don't think is much of a concern, to be very honest. As Sanjay Bhai said, batting definitely needs to click, and I think a little bit of the batting order change, and also the kind of intent that needs to be shown and the kind of freedom that they have to bat with has to slightly get better, I feel.
I also believe that because you have 3 spinners, what happens is one of the spinners has to bowl at least two overs in the power play, which the normal pitch conditions at the moment hasn't permitted CSK captain to do that. So that could be one of the reasons why they have not finished their quota on a number of occasions, both Jadeja and Ashwin. Whereas Noor, because he's bowling in the middle overs, is completing his quota of overs. So there could be a case wherein once they start playing away from home, there could be a chance of them only playing with 2 spinners and getting maybe a pace bowling all-rounder which can fit the puzzle really well, and which could also increase the batting depth to an extent.
When you talk about not completing the quota of overs, that's something that's held true for Punjab's ace spinner as well. Yuzvendra Chahal, 2 games out of 3 where he's not been bowled out, including the last one in Mullapur, which was curious because Rajasthan used a lot of spin. Firstly, on Chahal, any concerns from the early season form?
Not really, because if you think the last game, RR were batting first, and RR could plan their innings really well by not getting overly aggressive against Chahal, and that is a strategy that most teams will take. And the second spinner is Maxwell. I'm a little bit surprised that Punjab has so far not used Brar, who has given excellent returns for Punjab. And at this moment, it just seems that Punjab are happy to rely a lot on their pacers and very little on their spinners, which could affect the flow of their performances in the matches to come. So I'm sure they are mindful of it.
Would it be the prudent move to bring Harpreet Brar into the equation, especially in Mullapur?
Definitely, I think that's the best chance that they'll give themselves after the last game that they had, because Stoinis bowling out 4 was not very prudent when you had such good options, with you. I'm sure, as Sanjay bhai said, they'll be mindful of getting into this game with a lot more spin, because CSK batting also has not been great against spin in the tournament. So, yeah, I feel Punjab will go that way.
No alarm bells, of course, because they have been one of the promising teams of the first 2 weeks of this season. But Punjab Kings, what that last result meant is that Mullapur now, 6 games played since 2024 and 5 defeats. Putting that home disadvantage behind them will be a very important part of Punjab going the distance if they are to.
Surely, you have to win a lot of your home games so if you have to progress higher or deeper into the tournament. And that's where I feel that there's a little bit of inexperience in the Indian batting order. Shreyas is an experienced player, but along with him, maybe a Prap Simran or a Priyansh Arya, they are a little bit on the inexperienced side. I think why Shashank is batting that lower in the batting order is a question again, but once you have those many Indian batters at the top, you have to give a Maxwell a go and a Stoinis a go as well. So that could be one of the reasons why Shashank is batting that lower in the order. So you would expect that they bat first in those home matches, because dew is certainly a factor there, but it's a big field, and with a dew around, you can still look to defend targets, because once you get a score on the board, generally lot of results go the team batting first has a distinct advantage.
All right, let's see how things pan out. Thank you so much, Sanjay, Rayudu, for setting the game up for us. Punjab do have 5 wins in their last 6 meetings against the Super Kings. If they can continue that run, it will be a statement victory and will leave the Super Kings with just 1 win in their first 5 games.
How do I do it all? The Brezza gives me the power.